One arm held, one arm on the Sharon. Redmond, Dale, still a chance. Flicked to Smith. Got a free.
Yeah, just dragged him off it there.
Every game in his first season. Bailey Smith, they picked 7 in last year's draft. And he puts the Dogs in front.
I reckon, I think Sam Walsh is the clear winner, but we've had some, Connor Rosie we had a discussion about before the game, and this kid has been fantastic for the Dogs. He's been a real revelation, so we've probably had...
Richards gets around McKenna, which is hard to do. Kicks a little far. Big pluck Norton. It was never his ball. Speaking of good kids, picked 9 in the draft a couple of years ago, and he knows where they are as well.
Players want to just stop and try to draw the ball there, but he knows where it's going. He knows where he needs to get as the key forward. He just puts his head down and go.
Hunted down by Hayes. Good steal by Lipinski. Goes back towards McLean. McNeese is like the last man on earth. 2 Dogs around him. He was the last bomber. And Dixon off the deck.
Crucial contest. McLean here. Dixon comes into support. Little fumble. Another little contest win there. That's a goal.
Dale. Back to Lipinski. Got some room to move. Found McLean. This is an elimination final tonight for the Dogs in essence. They lose this, they are probably out of it. And it's been an awesome start from them. 4 goals to 1. Inside, McRae heads long. Dixon's under it, takes the grab. A 176 goals, 61 all time. He's normally pretty damn good.
He's got a really...
Hunter blasted to half forward. Hooker, McLean, to Lloyd, to Dale, who's got the jets on. Gee, sprinted away from Heppel with ease. Now Dunkley, possession number 16 in the opening term, and he's just squeezed that inside the padding.
Final against Carlton, so that's 16 and a goal to Josh Dunkley in a quarter of footy. So he's still got 4 possessions to go to match Jared McVeigh. And I did hear that Scully also had 18 in a quarter against the Western Bulldogs when he was playing for the Demons. But that is a seriously good quarter of footy, 16 to goal.
And 11 of them contested too, is that correct?
Yep.
Right on a half forward, Giray. Good core strength to Hunter. Bangs it to half forward. Hooker, bang. Caught, ridden, gone. Underground handball to Shackey. Time from 50. He had McLean. Hits him lace out. He could have had a picnic before kicking that.
Not sure where Toby McLean came from, but maybe, Rui, you can help me out.
Well, he's on the edge of the square there. It was Redmond that was with him, but Redmond pressed to get the frontal pressure on the ball coming through the middle of the ground. And it's high risk, high reward type defence. If it comes off.
To thread the eye of the needle with the handball. Johannesson, McRae, Dixon, good grab. Dixon out-muscled him then, and 8 goals in a row for the Dogs. Norton stalking it. He's got 3 around him, Norton. Got one hand to it. Gleeson shrugs one and gone. To Dale to intensify the pain. They need a safe word here, the Bombers. 9 goals in a row for the Dogs.
Talked about, and then every contest, there it is. Great tackle, 2 tackles, 1 guy follows up. Yeah.
Went to hip and shoulder option, bad blue. They might get a late one. McLean long, options inside. Hold on, Norton. He's going to have a shot. Hasn't had a lot of shots from this spot all grounds, but he seems to like it. 10 goals in a row for the Dogs, and this is Essendon's worst nightmare.
That often when you get 2 teams, well, one's inside the 8, which is the Bombers, and one just outside. But great effort, great first half by the Dogs. Just their speed and their transition.
To be good, quick off the mark, waited. Heppel run down. Dixon didn't wrap him up with a tackle, so it's not ball. McRae, Smith, Bontempelli, has a couple of bounces, loads up long, out the back, Shacky! Not the second grab, but McLean cleans it up. 11 goals in a row for the Dogs.
That's an exceptional kick from Bonham. Chase down. Yeah, Dixon.
It was more a bump than a tackle, so that's why it was called play on. But great forward pressure from Dixon, and Bontempelli breaks. And so often we see this kick, Shacky's goal side, we see it go in a straight line, but because he puts a little bit of angle on it, it means Hooker has to turn and find the ball again.
That's why he dropped the ball.
He dropped it for the boundary umpire, but he got caught for holding the ball. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Dale, the footy gods against them. Everything's against them.
Dixon. Oh, he just sort of slipped out of his hand.
Yep.
Well, he created a goal anyway,
Yep.
so.
It's an assist.
Yeah, there it is.
That make the review. Hands it to Hunter. Short to Dale. Missed him. Might still work. Hayes to Dale. To 40. To goal. 13 Dogs goals in a row.
We're going to have another free kick here to Norton, I think.
Hands off! Hands off! That's enough! That's enough!
Geez, Bailey Dale's added a dimension to the forward line, hasn't he? He's got a really nice burst of speed.
Come on, boys, come on.
Even the missed kick
Hey,
went to I think it was to Hayes who picked it up and gave it to Bailey Dale.
Come on, hey, come on. Get ready,
His own in this game as well. Bontempelli been wreaking havoc. Little tap on McLean was clever. Lipinski back inside to the Bont. Back outside to McLean. Back inside to Hayes. Struts his stuff big time.
Themselves and the chasing Bombers. So leg speed, fitness, desire to run and work, call it whatever you want.
Yeah, it's a really good point.
Smith gets it up. Gave it to Dale. Gave it to McLean. Gave to Lipinski. Stand start to Shacky. Front on contact. Had to win the free. And this for 15 goals in a row.
So at least he's putting himself in the situation and repeat efforts to get looks at like this.
Concussed a few weeks ago. But he is back with a vengeance. Hunter outside of the boot. A little roller for the race. McLean kept it in front. Delightful. Opens it up to McRae. He's got Lloyd out the back. Ties up with Gleeson. Ball thumped down to a dangerous spot. Johannesson and another one. 16 goals in a row for the Dogs.
Tackle like that Bailey Dale tackle there, so they don't give themselves multiple chances to score.
The Bont to the shack. McLean's got 3. Dale's got 3. Norton's got 2. Shacky's got 2. And the Bombers have a massive, massive problem.
Second opportunity to score, one when it comes in to the Bailey Dale contest, then you get a tackle, and then all of a sudden it's a great kick by Bontempelli. Not sure that he's obviously aware that Shacky's in front, but down.
Definitely not the Dons' worst merit tonight. Started on the bench. They tried a few things that were different. Nothing has worked.
McGrath's kick, half smothered. Ambrose with the pressure on him after that. Didn't get a clean kick away. Richards heads out wide. Hayes, unselfish to Lloyd. You can put it into the signage. Bends it around the body, and Lloyd at the Lloyd end kicks the Dogs' 18th goal in a row. Pair of Clarks there, neither could get it. McRae, good duck out of traffic. Gave to Johannesson. He pumps it. Dale in a one-on-one. Turns back and wins himself a free. Or will that count?
Yeah, it counts.
19 goals in a row for the Dogs.
Oh. Here's the holding here. That's a jumper pull, isn't it? Yeah. But you're right. I mean, it's 12 metres out. It's a big risk to take an advantage here. Kick one round the body.
I mean, he nails it.
Yeah.
It didn't look like.
Could have got himself possession number 40, but it's play on advantage. Hunter to Lipinski, who can go to the pocket to Hayes. For 20 goals in a row. Mercy.
This week again, Dwayne.
They have next week Fremantle in Perth and then Collingwood at the MCG. They're going to have to win one of those two at least to make the finals. McRae. 21 in a row. Yeah, you heard right. 21 goals in a row for the Dogs.
The work rate, Roo. Here it is. He's another Bulldogs player by himself inside 50 with no one on him.